Well, that about does it for another E3.
Yeah,
2016
that's
gone.
It. It's done. It's over.
So let's do a little wrap up thing here.
Recap.
So
Recap.
Shak,
Yep.
what did you like most out of E3?
Man, Sony came through.
Sony had a
with
big
some
time,
crazy stuff. Oh my god.
big time conference. What was your favorite thing then out of the Sony conference?
Out of the Sony conference is the announcement of the remastered Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3.
You're pulling for, other people would have been like, yeah, Death Stranding and maybe God of War. No.
Crash Bandicoot. Listen, that Easter egg in Uncharted 4, which you check out on our YouTube page, it brought back some like memories, and it made me think, man, we need Crash to come back.
Crash disappeared for far too long. It's good to see that he's finally coming back. They're giving him some love and treatment. And who knows? Maybe if people buy into the remaster and the sales of the Skylander Crash thing do well enough, maybe they'll justify doing another Crash Bandicoot.
Exactly.
Who knows?
But yeah, no. As you mentioned earlier, also Death Stranding, the new Kojima game. Man, that looked weird and crazy and awesome. Even
with what little we were given, I'm stoked for it, man. I'm excited to see what Kojima's gonna bring to the table on his own without restrictions. Sony is like 100% backing him up. They are just letting him do his thing.
Yep. Norman Reedus and Norman Vetus.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. There was just a lot of other stuff. A release date for Last Guardian, October 25th.
Yeah, you were quite stoked about that.
I screamed in the office, as you can see in our PlayStation recap.
Yeah. You actually scared the crap out of me when that happened because my stream was behind yours, so I was just hear you scream out of nowhere. I actually like crap my pants.
Yeah, my bad. I apologize for that.
Cool, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just that. Microsoft came through with their stuff.
Microsoft did pretty good too.
That Xbox Play Anywhere feature is a godsend.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to see how it plays out. I don't have an Xbox right now, so I mean, like, realistically, maybe that'll be like the good thing. It's like I don't have to go out and dump a bunch of money into Xbox One if I don't want to. If I have a good enough PC, I can.
You can always get a game
on PC. Yeah.
Say if ever you do want to go to Xbox, you can just you already have some games already pre-established.
Yeah, right. So it's it'll be an interesting feature.
They showed some cool stuff there, like Scalebound.
Scalebound looks awesome.
Dude,
Scalebound's fun.
Huge boss.
Scalebound just looks ridiculous in the best kind of ways.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it, dude.
And one thing that actually caught me by surprise, like when it first showed, I didn't think that much about it, but as I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, this could be really fun, and I'm really excited for it. And I was Sea of Thieves, that rare pirate game.
Sea of Thieves is gonna be cool.
Like the way it could work, just some hilarious type situations with your pirate crew.
Yeah, right.
Just be like the most incompetent pirate team ever.
Oh man, you got some, and then obviously you're gonna have the people who are trying to reenact Pirates of the Caribbean, just making.
If I can get that one scene from the third one where the captain's just like walking down and everything just blowing up beside him.
Maybe a Kraken shows up and you have a big battle.
Exactly.
For me,
yeah, what are you looking forward to? Like, what did you like the most out of it?
I gotta say, probably, and maybe I'm biased. Zelda looked insane.
Breath of the Wild.
Oh man, it looks insane, and it looks like exactly the kind of thing that Nintendo needs right now. It's the kind of shot in the arm that the Zelda franchise needs. Yep. It's the kind of thing that if they had like taken a game like Star Fox and done something so radically different and changed the formula, I probably would have liked it a lot more. Like it's just they need to start breaking away from just remaking the same game over and over again. Like Breath of the Wild looks like such a radical departure.
Yeah.
Hopefully that
way more survivalist aspect.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Giant open world. It looks like it's gonna play like Skyrim, which is like what it should be.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe that kind of like, you know, creativity might start bleeding over into more Nintendo franchises, and maybe we'll start seeing some radical changes to like the Mario games and Metroid. And
Mario becomes a first-person shooter.
Can you imagine? Yeah, Mario Sunshine 2, a first-person shooter with that water gun.
Actually, when you say that, I'm like, that sounds
That's suddenly
dope.
Doesn't sound so bad now. Got a little but then you'd have to do first-person platforming with the jetpack, and no one likes doing first-person platforming. I was actually excited because this wasn't a very big thing. I covered it because obviously I did. Paper Mario Color Splash got a release date, man, October 7th. I'm looking forward to it, man. It looks really cool. It looks really fun. It looks did you watch the trailer?
I did not.
It looks like the most cinematic Paper Mario they've done yet. They've got like yeah, like this like intro cutscene. They're doing like these crazy camera angles. Like it looks like it's not being like restricted to that sort of flat surface that the Paper Mario games kind of do, even with like when they do cinematics. Like yeah, they kind of do like perspective shots and stuff like that, but it more or less looks like it's like kind of two-dimensional. This one looks like it's becoming like this big, like they're actually making a production out of Paper Mario. And I'm excited because, you know, like I said, did I mention on one of the other I think I did with the Nintendo one. I'm one of the few guys who really thought that Sticker Star was a good game, so I like seeing.
That's all you.
I like seeing the new. You gotta go play Sticker Star, man.
I've played Sticker Star.
Play it again.
I didn't like it.
Play it again, man. Play it again and open your mind a little bit, and just
probably not.
Anyway,
maybe.
we'll talk about Sticker Star after.
I'll check out the trailer. I'm always excited for more Paper Mario though. I'd say one of the biggest surprises that came to me in the E3 was Resident Evil 7.
Yes, I actually played the demo.
That first-person trailer, I was thinking, okay, maybe is this a new Silent Hill or some?
It looked like PT.
It kind of reminded me of PT, but when they pulled that Resident Evil title, I was like, whoa.
And I actually played the demo for it last night, and it scared the crap out of me. And then I did research about it too, and they're like straight up going PT level on this thing. Like there's like multiple ways to end the demo. There's like multiple little secrets that you don't find on your first playthrough. Like I'm really excited to go back home tonight and play more of it.
What else were you surprised by?
What was I surprised by? I was I guess I was, you know, I was surprised as probably as anybody to see God of War.
Right?
I was not expecting God of War at all. I thought that it was like over and done with, wrapped up. Like I did not expect for them to take on a new mythology, a totally new tone to the game.
Radical shift. I was like this doesn't feel like God of War at all.
And that's the funny thing is that like, because I feel like I shouldn't have been surprised by it, because I remember hearing whispers about how like Kratos and like the God of War franchise might go into Norse mythology.
It's one of those things that you think is like, oh, this is probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, but then when you think about it, it's like, oh, it's gonna be another standard God of War game. It's gonna be Kratos with the blades of chaos,
with the ultraviolet,
but like
cartoonishness.
It's like way more somber in tone. It's more grounded. It looks a lot more like emotional of an experience. Like the way Kratos plays with the big axe now, like is gonna radically shift the flow of gameplay, and I'm really looking forward to that one too, man.
Amazing, man.
So obviously we gotta do it.
Yeah.
Who do you think won E3?
I want to say Sony. Like in terms of just like if you take the conferences like out of like the big three. Then I think Sony came at it with just like some of the biggest reveals of the whole thing. Yeah,
like the fanboy in me wants to say Nintendo.
Yeah,
but the realist in me says it was Sony. Yeah. Sony won in the biggest way. But that's not
discounting like any other.
No, everything.
They brought some
good stuff. That's what I mean. Like it's an exciting year for gaming. Like because everything that was on show looks great. Yeah. Like it looks like and it looks like the market is kind of starting to shift towards a more like open, inclusive, and realistic, like fun method of developing games. Like we're getting back to that classic era when we used to get games. Like nothing, we're getting out of this really mature and gritty, and
everything is brown
everything's gray and brown. It has to be really like, serious.
You look at everything that like they showed. So stuff like Horizon where it looks bright, Recore where it just looks like a really cool
scale bound.
Yeah,
even Final Fantasy that like even like in its sort of tone looks very like
it still looks different,
reserved, and even like in its color palette it's very like drab, but it still looks like crazy fun, right? So yeah, like I'm just everything that was on show. Like I'm really stoked to play all of it.
Now I gotta ask: is there any aspect of E3 that you were not crazy about?
The Ubisoft conference.
Really, the whole thing?
Oh god, it was so like no discredit to Ubisoft. Like Dishonored looks great.
Dishonored's Bethesda.
Sorry, I don't know why I keep confusing these two.
Going back to your previous point about everything colorful, Watch Dogs too. They moved from super gray and gritty and boring to like super bright and ridiculous.
Look at me, the big old game journalist doesn't even know who's making what game anymore. Like Watch Dogs looks interesting. What else did Ubisoft show?
They showed Ghost Recon.
It
looked alright, minus the terrible banter.
It's another open world game with Ubisoft. It's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, again, it's like they make these big open world games, but there's not enough in the open world, and that's the problem with a lot of these Ubisoft open world games. That's what I feel about it. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, like Ghost Recon, Watch Dogs.
You didn't love that crazy dance scene.
No, and the like the conference itself was just really boring. Like, I wasn't really interested in a lot of it. Like, what was it? Steep? That was Ubisoft too, wasn't it? Steep. Yeah, like I checked out when Steep happened. Like, just not a lot was going on in the conference itself and what they were showing that I was kind of just like getting really excited. Like, it was one of those. It was the moment where watching these conferences actually felt like work.
Like you were, although I have to say that, like, out of the Ubisoft conference, that Trials of the Blood Dragon looked pretty great.
Okay, yeah, it did.
We still have to play it.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, we can get it now.
So we still have to play it.
Maybe we'll get a copy.
That's true.
Ubisoft. How was that?
Honestly, I have to agree with you on that. Like, out of the press conferences that we saw, it felt like that one was kind of
because at least like
it was kind of lacking in something that like really
there was no punch. Yeah, exactly. Like at least, you know, like Bethesda, I could say might have suffered from the same problems if they didn't have someone like Aisha Taylor like coming out and like making the conference somewhat enjoyable and like there was sort of a level of production that made it worth watching.
They had stuff,
but they had a ton of stuff.
Like Quake. Actually, also one of the biggest surprises is that Quake coming back.
Yeah.
Like that blew my mind. It shouldn't have, because like I realized that
it makes sense.
It makes sense because like they're all the old id properties, so like Doom, Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Quake was bound to be next, but still, it took me by surprise that they do it that soon. Like announce it within the year that like they say, oh yeah, Doom's already here. So
yeah, exactly.
But that looks great.
And you know, and I think it's one of the other reasons too why we would agree that Sony won E3 is because Sony cut out all that preamble stuff and just kind of went like, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, here's a Hideo Kojima, here's a game, here's a game, here's a game, done. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't waste time. They just said, here's a whole bunch of games, have fun.
Yep. Oh, the Insomniac Spider-Man game, which still has no title yet, but
the Amazing Spider-Man Homecoming.
I read in a report saying that it's not connected to,
oh no,
it's not going to be
it's those eyes,
to
man.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
It's the eyes. That's what keeps getting me on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it still looks dope.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. So much good coming out.
There's so much in store. Like, there was another game that I want to mention, but I'm forgetting. Although, I want to say Forza looks great.
Yeah.
I'm a racing guy, and so it looks gorgeous.
I actually might check out Forza.
Forza Horizon's really fun.
Because I have been waiting for a good racing game for a while now. Like, realistically, the only game that's like racing game that's been holding me over these days is like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So I've been like, but part of me's kind of been like, I really do want a good old school like Burnout kind of like, or like a Forza, like really, a Gran Turismo, like, just to play a Forza good Horizon, traditional.
The thing is that it's the arcadey version of Forza.
Yeah.
So it's like more about like just speed and just like doing cool stuff.
I don't know how much time I sunk into. Do you remember Automodelista?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how much time I sunk into Automodelista, man. That was such a wicked game.
Right.
And again, like you said, like it was arcadey and it was fun. It just felt like a good racing game, and I'm looking forward to getting back into something like that.
But yeah, no, it looks like it's like you said, it's an exciting time to be a gamer.
Yeah, man.
E3, a lot of stuff that we saw at E3, Mafia 3.
I didn't see anything about Mafia 3 yet.
They had some at the show.
They had the big display that looked like an old timey like saloon kind of like that like 2-story thing.
Yeah.
The Nintendo show floor was really cool too with all that Zelda stuff hanging around.
And the Telltale Games Batman, where they had a secret bat room.
Yeah, that looked really awesome. It's actually
there's video on Twitter if you want to check it out.
That's a shame. That's the one thing that kind of makes me sad about like not going, because now that we haven't gone and I'm already as exhausted as I am, I can't imagine what it would have been like to go to E3 and be there on the floor.
Yeah.
But like,
shout out to our away team right now.
Shout out to the away team. We love you guys. But like, yeah, when they were sending us pictures of all this really cool stuff that's on the floor, I'm just like, oh man, that would have been awesome to see. But yeah, no, that's I guess that wraps up another E3. Looking forward to a solid year. Can't wait to see what next year has in store.
Next year's gonna be dope.
Let us know what you think. Who do you think won E3? What was your favorite thing about E3? Tweet at us at CGMag Online. Use the hashtag CGM E3 2016. You can tweet at me at NinjaJordan_. It's all one word. Don't get confused. This
or
guy's
me at Shak Excellence.
Leave a comment on the video if you want to like talk about more about it. Like it if you thought it was good. Subscribe if you want to see more. So from all of us here,
that subscribe button.
Click it, man. Let us know. We want you to be part of our experience. The adventure that is our videos.
Yes.
So from all of us here at the CG team and the CG away team, happy E3, and here's looking forward to next year.